It's your all-access pass.
That's how you fight a southpaw. Well on his way to coming back.
Katie Taylor does it again. Look at the emotion.
The president of Box Lab Promotions and managing director of the Caribe Royale Resort, Mr. Amari Piedra. The co-founder of MVP, Mr. Nakisa Badarian. And the director of boxing at MVP, Mr. Mike Leonardi. Most Valuable Prospect 6 will feature 10 fights with 13 undefeated fighters and a combined record of all fighters of 114 wins, only 17 losses, and 2 draws. And folks, it doesn't end there. All these fighters have a combined 67 knockouts, so expect action from the very beginning. There we go. Knockout Central. Our main card will feature, once again, our main event, Yoenis Tellez, who is 7-0 with 6 knockouts, versus Joseph Action Jackson, who is 19-0 with 15 knockouts, and a 10-round fight, once again, for the WBA Latin America Continental title. Our co-main event is our first rivalry and rematch here on Most Valuable Prospects between Tony Aguilar, who is 11-0-1 with 4 knockouts, versus Alexander Rios, who is 8-1 with 3 knockouts. Their first one was highly contested. This one is highly anticipated. You do not want to miss that co-main event. We also will be featuring a 6-round featherweight matchup between Jean-Paul Rivera and David Perez. We will also be welcoming back the heavyweight that most fear, that is Danier the Fear Perro. He is back once again on Most Valuable Prospects. He's going to be taking on Jose Mario Tamez in a 6-round heavyweight fight. And also featured on this card will be prospects galore, including Natalie No Love Dove, who is a training partner of MVP's own Juana Walton and coached by the great DJ Walton. We'll also be featuring DeMichael the Trigger Man Harris, who trains with Team Paul out in Puerto Rico. And also Amanda Serrano's newest signee, Mr. Alexis Chop Chop Chaparro, will be making his pro debut tomorrow night live on DAZN. And listen, there are very, very few tickets left, but if you want to get in on the fights and see all this amazing action, go to Ticketmaster.com and get those tickets. But now, folks, let's get into our weigh-ins, and we're going to start with a light heavyweight matchup. Making his way to the stage first Coming off a first-round KO win in his first pro fight, it is undefeated Stephen Big Mott Motley. Official weight, 177.2 pounds for the Big Mott. And his opponent, Tampa, Florida's own, coming off a KO win against the same opponent as the Big Mott, undefeated Ariel, the Golden Hulk Perez. Should call that man the Shreds Perez. My goodness. Good Lord. Official weight, 178 even for the Golden Hulk Perez. Once again, folks, do not miss out on this light heavyweight matchup. Big Mott versus the Golden Hulk. And next up, we will have a flyweight matchup. And making her way to the stage first is a Cleveland native and a 3 times Golden Gloves champion, Alyssa Lopez. Official weight, 111.4 pounds for Lopez. And her opponent, making her way to the stage, the training partner to MVP's own, Javon Walton, the 22-year-old flyweight and 15-time national amateur champion out of Philadelphia, PA, Natalie No Love Dove. Official weight, 114 pounds even for No Love. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, don't take your eyes off this. Leading off the card on Most Valuable Prospects number 6, once again, Alicia Lopez versus Natalie No Love Dove. We're almost there, ladies. We got to save it till tomorrow. I like that, though. We like that energy. Next up, folks, we have a featherweight matchup. And making his way to the stage from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Carlos dos Santos Rocha. Official weight, 128 pounds even for Rocha. And his opponent, making his way to the stage, an undefeated 20-year-old from Donna, Texas, Xavier the X-Man Bocanegra. Official weight, 128.2 pounds for the X-Man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Rocha and Bocanegra. And next up on our card, we have a super featherweight matchup. And making his way to the stage first, fresh off his latest win at the beginning of April, Velas Ezequiel Caro. Official weight 131 pounds for Caro. And his opponent, training out of Puerto Rico and a part of Team Jake Paul, undefeated super featherweight, DeMichael the Trigger Man Harris. Official weight 132.2 pounds for the Trigger Man. Do not take your eyes off this matchup, folks. You can see the intensity in both fighters' eyes. Give it up one more time for Velas Ezequiel Caro and DeMichael Triggerman Harris. Next up, we have a super middleweight matchup, and making his way to the stage first from Browning, Montana, Daniel Aguirre. $166.6 pounds for Aguirre. And his opponent, the newest signee of Amanda Serrano and three-time U.S. National Amateur Champion who competed at both the 2020 and 2024 USA Boxing Olympic Trials, is also a high fashion model. I can see that by the look of him. It is Alexis Chop Chop Chaparro. Official weight 165.6 pounds for Chop Chop. Once again, folks, Daniel Aguirre versus Alexis Chop Chop Chaparro. And next up on our card is a heavyweight matchup. And making his way to the stage first is an undefeated heavyweight from Conroe, Texas, Henry Richard. Official weight 229.4 pounds for Richard. And his opponent, also undefeated, and here from Crescent City, Florida, and a 2016 Junior Olympics national champion, 24-year-old David the Beast Garcia. Official weight 234.8 pounds for Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, get a good look at your featured fight on the preliminary card. Do not miss it once again, folks. Richard versus Garcia, your main event of the preliminary card. Now, folks, let's move into our main card. Kicking it off with a heavyweight matchup and welcoming first to the stage a Mexican heavyweight, Jose Mario Tellez. Official weight 228.2 pounds for Tellez. And his opponent, 24 years old, 6'5", fighting out of Camagüey, Cuba. He is returning to Most Valuable Prospects following his second round KO in his last visit here. You know him as the Fear, Danir Pero. Official weight 240 pounds for the Fear. Ladies and gentlemen, both fighters now calling Orlando, Florida their home. Give it up one more time. Tellez versus Pero. Next up, we have a featherweight matchup, and making his way to the stage first, 26 years old from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who takes his next step up in competition to test that 9-0 undefeated record, David Perez. Official weight 125.2 pounds for Perez. And his opponent, a 22-year-old undefeated fighter from Salinas, Puerto Rico, and a decorated member of the Puerto Rican national boxing team as an amateur, John Paul Rivera. Official weight 126 pounds even, Paul Rivera. It's a must-see matchup, folks. Once again in the featherweight division, David Perez versus John Paul Rivera. And now we move to our co-main event of the evening, a lightweight matchup that we've seen before but can't wait to see again. This time, 8 rounds in the lightweight division, making his third appearance on the Most Valuable Prospects card. And looking to settle the score It's none other than St. Cloud, Florida's own Alexander La Mole Rios.
All these hoes for the street. I put it in her nose, it's gonna make her pussy leak. Pussy niggas told ain't gonna wake up at they sleep. You can't hear
135.4 pounds for Rios.
Nigga, all my hoes do coke. 20-carat ring, I put my fingers down her throat. If I lose a carat, she might choke. I know she gon' smoke.
And his opponent, making his third appearance on Most Valuable Prospects, looking to take home his second win versus Rios. 11 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, 4 KOs for Tony Aguilar.
I won a championship game. You know these hoes hungry, they gon' fuck for a name. I put her on the game, she get fucked for a chain. Got your girl in this bitch, she twirling on the dick. I got syrup in this bitch, turn up in this bitch. And we bout the irks in this bitch, get murked in this bitch. All these pointers on me, baby, you know it's game time. Bring a friend, bitch, we fuck them at the same time. I'm a different nigga, no, we not the same kind. You can have that look, bitch, you ain't mine.
134.6 pounds for Crescent City's own Tony Aguilar.
All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Step in ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
These niggas talking out of their neck, don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic.
Like I said, the last one was a banger, folks. This one is going to be the same. Give it up one more time. Alexander Rios and Tony Aguilar. Alex, real quick, let's get an interview with you really quick. Folks, I want to hear it. Alex, yesterday you told me he don't have a gas tank. He's not ready for 8 rounds. You're coming in a different mission. Talk to me about what you're about to do to this man.
I'm coming out. I'm going to put the pressure on from the very beginning. The first round is going to just be going on. So y'all better be ready to see that. It's going to be coming on.
You told me yesterday you had a prediction for this fight. How's it end?
It's going to end 5th round, body shot, knockout.
Nothing left to be said there. Once again, folks, Alexander Rios. Oh, Tony. I talked to him yesterday. He had a lot to say about you, even now just said 5th round stoppage. What are your final words for Alexander Rios?
All that talk, you know, you can talk all you want to. That shit ain't going to help you in the ring, you know what I mean? And wasn't the 5th round the round that I dropped his ass in the last fight? I think so, right? Yeah.
Any last words for Alexander or the fans watching at home?
Man, just be ready for an amazing fight. I promise you, I will not disappoint. We are more ready than ever. And just stay tuned. We're going to fuck him up.
There it is, folks. Once again, Crescent City stand up for Tony Aguilar. And now, folks, let's get into our main event of the evening. Once again, for the WBA Super Welterweight Continentals Championship. And making his way to the stage first is our challenger. He is coming into the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, with a record of 19 wins, 0 losses, and 15 wins by knockout. He is known as Joseph Action Jackson. Official weight 152.8 pounds for Action Jackson. And his opponent, making his return to Most Valuable Prospects. He is the number 9 ranked, rated WBA Super Welterweight in the world. He's 23 years old with a record of 7 wins, 0 losses, and 6 by KO. His last win coming by vicious KO knockout on the last Most Valuable Prospects card. He is none other than Yoenis Tellez. 153.8 pounds for the Santiago de Cuba native, Yoenis Tellez. Once again, folks, a must-see main event matchup for the WBA Continental Latin America title. Joseph Action Jackson versus Yoenis Tellez. Joseph, talk to me, my man. A lot of hype, a lot of energy, a lot of promotion surrounding this man. What are you going to do to change that narrative and shut all the hype down?
I'm a bomb. It's about to go off. It's time to do it. All the talk is over. All the media is over. The weigh-ins is over. Now it's time to work.
Any last message for Yoenis or the people back home in North Carolina?
I'm just looking for a competitive fight. North Carolina, you know we coming home with this belt. Let's do it.
Greensboro, stand up for your challenger, Joseph Action Jackson. And the champion, my man, Yoenis Tellez. Talk to me about this moment, main event on DAZN, and what you're about to do to this man.
Habla sobre el evento este en DAZN y qué tú lo vas a hacer al oponente este.
Esta noche vamos a salir victoriosos, vamos a dar lo mejor de mí en la pelea, como cada que peleo siempre lo hago, y agradecido con la oportunidad que me dio MVP y DAZN también.
Happy for the opportunity given to be on DAZN. He's going to do what he always does, which is give it his all, and he's going to come out victorious tomorrow night.
A final message for the people here, the people watching around the world. What is your prediction?
El comentario final para todo el público que va a estar mirando la televisión internacionalmente. ¿Qué tú crees que pasa? Las últimas palabras para el público.
Esa noche vamos a dar un gran show y vamos a salir victoriosos como siempre lo hacemos en cada pelea.
Listen, it's going to be a show tomorrow night. He's going to put on the same show he always does, got him to where he is right now, and come out victorious.
Once again, folks, stay tuned for that main event featuring your WBA Super Welterweight Latin America's Continental Champion, Yoenis Tellez. And folks, in closing, one more time, let me remind you, there are very few tickets still available, but if you haven't gotten yours, head to Ticketmaster.com and tune in live tomorrow on DAZN globally for Most Valuable Prospects number 6, presented by Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. We will see you tomorrow night.